Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover was born on 28 August 1966 and is a Ghanaian politician and former member of parliament for Tema East constituency. He is also a member of the New Patriotic Party and a former deputy minister of transport. Titus Glover holds a master's degree from Warwick University, Coventry. He also has a certificate of higher education from Ruskin College, Oxford, and a certificate in labor studies from the University of Cape Coast. He advocated for regional development and infrastructure projects even after losing his parliamentary seat in 2020. Titus Glover continued overseeing road construction projects he initiated, including upgrades in Tema Newtown and diversions to Tema General Hospital. He emphasized that these were personal initiatives, not those of his successor, and credited President Akufo-Addo for supporting their completion. As former Deputy Minister for Transport between 2017 and 2021, he worked on enhancing port efficiency and logistics at Tema and Takrade, supporting driver unions and advocating for better working conditions, promoting road safety campaigns and vehicle inspection reforms. After his 2020 defeat, he vowed to return in 2024, citing internal party dynamics as a factor in his loss. His continued presence in the constituency reflects a commitment beyond electoral cycles, which is rare in Ghanaian politics.
And his name is Honorable Titus Glover. We pulled him into the studio this morning. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Rosalind.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm fine. You know, you've been yearning to host me
For the past
way back.
three years ago.
Way
right?
back.
Yes, it's been 3 years.
It's a timing.
Like that.
Logoligi, you know.
And you even promised to cook for me.
I don't have a problem. You can do it now.
I know you
Any dish you want me to do for you, I'm ready.
But how come you are not a chef? Because you have love for cooking.
It's one of my hobbies.
Yes.
At my leisure, I just storm the kitchen, ask everybody to get out, and I'll prepare sumptuous meal for my family. Varieties.
Oh, wow.
Varieties. Apart from the continental dishes that I'm not used to, our local dishes.
Your local dishes, eh?
Are some of the things, because my mother gave birth to 7 of us.
Okay.
The first 3 were boys. I'm number 2.
Oh.
I lost my elder brother recently.
Oh, yeah, we had
And the one who followed
story
me,
about that.
New Kind, died in 2018.
Ooh.
So we had that hard training, you know, to make sure that discipline is really up there. So cooking is something that a woman cannot bluff us with. I can get to the kitchen, I can do granite soup, I can do palm nut soup, I can do light soup.
I remember you promised me
soup.
palm nut soup, though.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I can do a waka and do all kinds of stuff. Bunu bunu, kuntumre, this, that. I can do all that. And of course, because I'm a guy, you know, we love okra stew. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Not the Ewe style.
Please, when are you inviting us to your house?
To my house?
Yes.
I need
The team. We will come as a team.
I need to first speak to the IGP of the house.
Okay, please do.
Then,
Very important.
We can look at our schedule. Then we can invite the team home. Then we can have a good time to break bread together. And you will love it.
That would be great.
We'll do that.
We can't wait for that.
And she'll be happy to receive you.
I know.
And you know the IGP of the house?
Your wife.
Yeah, of course.
I'm yet to meet her in
Beautiful.
person.
Beautiful.
I love how
Tall.
that's right.
Fair, confident, outspoken, brilliant. And I love her so much.
So what got you attracted to her?
You want to know that?
Yes, I want to know.
You have to pay.
I have to pay?
Yeah.
Hey, before you tell me that.
You got to pay. You got to pay that.
Okay. How much?
That's my secret.
How much?
So we'll meet at the back house.
At the back.
At the back.
Now, you're a human resource person. Quite surprising that with all of that, you decided to say, I'm putting human resource on the side and I'm going into politics full time.
You see, politics, before that, say good morning to all your viewers. And also thank you so much and your producer for inviting me into your studio. And I think that there's a lot that we want to share. And the fact that growing up, I realized that I have that talent to lead back in school in Presec Legon. When I was elected as a Dom Prophet. and organizing students, bring them together, give them tasks and responsibility, started from there. And back in Presec, I wasn't a bully.
Okay.
I'm not that type. And when friends, colleagues are trying to, bully the students, I say, look, please, don't do that. So I began to get that direction and that feeling that I have some leadership inbuilt in me. So gradually from there, when I started work in Alouettes, 2nd December 1991, 7-8 months after my confirmation, there was a deba. And at the time, the administrative manager was an ex-soldier. May he so rest in peace. Squadron leader, Peter Nathaniel Lamte. He was a bully, actually.
He was a bully?
He was a bully. He speaks and nobody dare challenge him. So that fear, that military discipline and fear was all over the plant. So one day, interactions was ongoing. And somebody would get up, would ask questions. But I could feel it within me that you got to get up and ask questions. Speak your mind. Point out some of the ills that are going on in the plant that needs management's attention. So I rose up on my feet and I began to speak, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And there was an applause by the workers.
Okay.
So immediately after that, a group of my colleagues walked to me, said, Daniel, there's upcoming union elections and we want you to contest for the assistant secretary. So fine. So I did. And I won. Fortunately for me, the substantive secretary, Martin Ankama, resigned. So automatically by the constitution of the union, that's the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU.
Yeah.
I automatically became the secretary. So I held the position for 2 terms.
Okay.
I was later elected as the chairman. So over there, you could see that all that I was yearning for, that leadership traits in me begin to come up.
Okay.
And I also won election as an assembly member in my mother's area in Site 10. So I entered into the Tema Municipal Assembly then, 98 to 2002. So gradually, that is how it all started. We joined the MPP from the Dankwa Buja Club in 1991, before its birth in 92. Activist, assistant secretary, campaign team member, and all that. So I can tell you that, yes, even though I'm a trained HR person, by design or by divine own intervention, I'd end up, because I wanted to help mankind.
Okay.
I really want to use my opportunity that I have to serve and help people. In the HR perspective, you can apply it in politics as well. So long as you are leading people, there are human sentiments that comes up, and you use your training and your background to apply on some of these things that will help you to do your work as a politician. So that is how it came about, my dear.
I see. Now, talking about that, when you were going into politics, there were other political parties. How come you chose the NPP?
Rosalind, before I respond to this question, when I entered, I saw my brother Nathaniel talking about something that I felt touched about it. The demolition of my brother McDan's property at the airport stretch. I've known McDan for some time. He's into this logistics industry for a very long time, over 20 years or more. And my church tells me that the very land that he has built this warehouse, the lessor is the Ghana Airport Company. Did the Ghana Airport Company complain that where McDan has built this warehouse is a problem? Have they complained to the national security? Per my church, Ghana Airport Company has not made any formal complaint, whether orally or written, to McDan to say that where you are building is not allowed. But I smell some political power play here. Oh, yes.
But what if they give the reason?
Please, what reason?
And the reason is
what
not
reason?
politically motivated. Will you take back your word?
I'm not taking my word back. Okay?
But why do you think they will attack McDan?
Why should they attack him? What have they done?
That's what I'm asking. Why would they attack McDan? What has he done?
So national security can just move in with the excavators and start breaking people's property without making checks?
Okay, so
my intel tells me the national security coordinator, his phone, the very time they started breaking, his phone was off.
What could be the reason why they will attack McDan? Because there are other...
It's politics.
Is McDan NPP?
It's not NPP.
So why will they...
Somebody want to show force because NDC is in power.
So if he's not NPP, why will you attack?
Because he had at the time of when NPP government was in power. So let's show you where power lies.
Let's show him
where power lies. So you are breaking this. Somebody
even
who has contributed.
NPP?
President Mama is struggling to employ people. As he sits in the Jubilee House, he looks around as to how you can really generate jobs for these teeming youth on the street. So if you have a private person who is employing hundreds of people, creating jobs, using part of his money to support corporate social responsibility in the area of sports, football, boxing, so that using money to train young people into entrepreneurial, moves into schools to develop talents. And because of politics you hide, they are cowards.
No, but Titus, are we not jumping the gun? Why don't we wait for national security to issue a
Why didn't national security come to speak about it?
Why they are doing this? Because we are also waiting.
My adrenaline is getting.
We are waiting to hear from McDan.
Is that a resetting they promised us? Is that a resetting the President John Mahama promised this country? Is that a resetting he talked about?
Don't we have to also wait to hear from McDan?
Why didn't they come and share to the public the reason why they want to go and break?
Because you and I haven't heard from McDan's team either. Maybe there's a good reason.
Do you understand?
That's what
I'm saying. I'm saying that the national security is not the original owner of the land. The lessor is the Ghana Airport Company. Have they complained? Have they come publicly to say, McDan, where you are building, you have trespassed? And for that matter, we are calling you to get out?
Okay. Carlos is
no official communication?
Carlos is on. He's speaking to some people. I'm hoping these are people who work with McDan. Let's hear what they have to say.
The evening, we got a call from our security, who operates right here, that there was an excavator here demolishing the property.
That was Monday evening?
That was Monday evening.
Around what time?
Around 6 p.m. So a number of us came. We actually saw several pickup trucks, and also the excavator actually has started the demolition works. And we saw a team, pretty much made up people who, about 15 to 20 people, some in camouflage, some in mufti. We questioned who they are. They said they came from national security. We asked them if they had a demolition order. They didn't have any. But they kept saying that they were from national security and they had been instructed to carry out this exercise. We spoke to them at length, pleaded with them, did all we could do. They still continued the exercise all the way through Monday evening, through the night, up to the early dawn of Tuesday. We reported to the police, the airport police, and informed them about the incident that's happening. They decided that they would take it up, but they didn't seem to be too eager to come in and confront the situation. That was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, which was yesterday, we didn't see much demolition. They didn't continue the demolition works. But this morning, we got word again that somebody had come in with another excavator to do this. Well, now on Monday, they actually came with 4 excavators. So the first one started, broke down. They brought a second one, that also broke down, brought a third and a fourth. So 4 excavators actually did this work that you see. We were surprised to hear that another excavator had come in again this morning. Anyway, in the meantime, we reported the case to our legal team who are working on it. We've also done our investigation. We have an idea, the people behind it. So we are taking legal action. We should see legal action coming up in the next day or two. But this is a very malicious act. In the first place, they said that it was because the height was higher than what was permitted. So we went to civil aviation to ask if they had instructed it. They said they hadn't instructed it, and they had no idea what was going on here. So if that was the reason, Obviously, that is not the reason.
So the understanding that the people who came to do the demolition told you they were carrying out the demolition exercise because of the height.
At one point, that's what one of them said. But later on, as we questioned them, they kept saying they didn't know the reason, and they couldn't give us any reason other than say that they were from national security and they had been instructed to come do the demolition. So absolutely quite senseless, very, very senseless, quite a stupid thing to do, to just go ahead and demolish somebody's property without any order, nothing from court, nothing from any authority, just come in and lawlessly just demolish the property. I have no idea why anybody would do that.
You said you know the people behind this particular. Who are those?
I can't say that on camera now, but we'll still continue with our investigation. At the same time, our legal team is also working earnestly to take the matter to court. We are law-abiding people. We're not going to go ahead and do any stupid things. So we're taking the matter to court and let the court decide who is right and who is wrong.
In the meantime, what measures are you putting in place to safeguard the remaining structure we're seeing?
That's why we are here. We're here to see what's happening. We'll also enforce our security and make sure that the rest of the properties are protected. We've had these properties for years. This is not the first time. Some of these properties you see on the back have been here for 18 years. So for anyone to come in all of a sudden claim that properties are higher than...
So this is what is happening at the site where McDan's building is being demolished. Happening now, currently. So what you're watching is live, and Carlos is on the ground speaking with some workers at McDan. Now, they are saying they don't know much about it. I'm beginning to think this interview is not even going to be personality profile anymore, because Honorable is really heated up with this. He's not too happy with what is happening. But Honorable, like I said earlier, maybe when the official communique comes out, we'll get to know the main reason behind this demolition.
Rosin, if you recall, I remember the latter part of former President Rawlings' reign. There was an airport hotel that was being built around that stretch, belonging to one Alaji at the time.
Is it the Airport West?
Is that area Airport West? On where do you are?
That's Airport West Hotel? Is that it?
No. From the airport police station,
okay,
driving towards Paloma, the motor Accra Mall on your right.
Paloma.
No, Paloma is
it was called
Nima area. No, not Shangri-La. It's between Shangri-La and the
It's
airport
been demolished.
It's been demolished.
Yes.
It happened at the time. And it's just similar to what has happened. And when you listen to the gentleman, I'm sure he's a staff of McDan Group of Companies, that they checked from the Ghana Airport Company and they said they have no hand in whatever was going on. Let me tell Raymond Archer, I want to appeal to him that what goes round comes round. If he has a beef with my brother, that is not how to go about it.
We don't know yet if he's behind it.
So what goes around?
So we'll have to wait and find out who is behind it.
The way he's going about things, okay? You should be careful the way he's going about things. But what they have done, the national security have done with the so-called powers that be, the president says resetting. So if this is an example of a resetting, hallelujah, we'll leave everything to time. So let's continue with our program.
As a young boy, what did you want to be in future?
I'm no more a young boy now.
No, when you were.
When I was.
Yes.
Actually, I wanted to go to soldier. I wanted to be in the armed forces.
Oh, really?
I finished sixth form in 1988. And I did my national service at a village called Amonie in the western north of Enchi. When the postings came, I showed to my dad, my parents, and there is this belief that guns, we don't like traveling, so we need to be around and all that. But I told my parents I want to try because I want to explore what goes on in the hinterlands and all that. Mm-hmm. As if I knew that one day I want to be a politician. So I mustered the courage, took a bus from Tema to Takoradi. Then I sat in the Tata from Takoradi all the way through Agodan Kwanta, through Takwan Swaye to Takwa. In fact, when we were reaching Takwa town, that's where I saw Galamsey for the first time. A guy was holding a pickaxe and was digging under the tree.
At that time?
At the time, 1989. My service, I did it under Peter Podube. That was where I saw Galamsey at the first time using pickaxe. Wow. We drove through to, what do you call it, from Takwa, Bogoso. They got to Bordier, from Bordier to Wasamanso, St. Gregoire, then to Wasadunkwa, all the way to Amunier. I taught in the JHS. I taught cultural studies, Greek studies, some other subject, I think English or something. So I stayed there for about 9 months. So I learned the dialect.
Okay.
So I can speak fluent Brosa and Sishi and Chokoshi.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Guan. So after sixth form, at that time, you know, you can just walk in if you want to go into the armed forces as an officer at the time. So I went to Bemakan with my results. There was a Dobio in charge at the time. I think they're personnel officer or something.
Right.
He just looked at my results like that. Go, just go. So I was still sitting. He said, gentleman, I said, leave. I said, oh, sir, why? It won't take you, just go. Just like that.
What was his reason?
I said, oh, no reason. I should just leave? He said, yes, we don't need you here. I said, oh, so my reason to be an army officer has been quashed. So what do I do next? Because I love, my grandfather, my grand-uncle was one of the soldiers that fought in the World War.
Okay.
Yeah, late Karum Titus Glover. He lives around Circle, just here.
Okay.
So I really want to be a soldier.
What rank was he?
Oh, these colonial people went to the place to fight. I don't know his rank.
Okay.
So they've been marching when it's the February crossroads. Those years he's been marching and all that. So I really want to be in the armed forces. Unfortunately,
it didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
But God had a reason, because if you had gone into it, who would have known? Probably you wouldn't have become the Greater Accra Regional Minister at a point.
Well, you are right, but I don't know. That's why I changed a new course, and today I'm here.
Yeah, and you didn't tell me why you decided to join NPP and not the other.
Oh, you are right. In fact, back in school in Pesek, I love Jerry Rawlings. I mean, his action, the way he's down to earth and does all the stuff. In fact, when I was in Alouettes in 92, that was when they were forming the NDC, the Eagle Party. They sent people into the companies. I did audit, a little bit of auditing. Okay. I was an audit assistant. So a gentleman came and sat before me that they are forming the NDC and the Eagle Party. But my instinct doesn't click. Even though I love Rawlings naturally, I don't feel for the NDC. So I opted. Nanado was oh my goodness, was my everything.
At that time? At
the time. I was part of the Alliance for Change. Who were the young guys on the ground who were doing all the legwork and all that.
You admired him?
I admire him way back. I admire him and I admire Jerry Rawlings.
Okay.
And in my family, I have a lot of NDC. My father's side, my mother's side. But I prefer to go to join the NPP.
So how did they take it?
Well, it's a choice. It's a matter of choice. So when I became the parliamentary candidate in 2012, some of my family members automatically have to change to join me in the NPP. You understand? And that was how it came about. And before ex-President Rawlings died, when we were in opposition, in 2016, I think, I went to Metro to do Good Morning Ghana. So when I finished, I was about to enter my car. In fact, I was seated about to move when the producer walked to me in the car. The commando, the aide to former President Rawlings, wanted my number. Oh. Should he give it to him? I said, yeah, let's go ahead. And I gave it to him. So when I got to Parliament, I was about to enter the lifts when I had a call. Surprisingly, the commando. So, Honorable, good morning. I said, yes, good morning. The former president wants to meet you. I said, what have I done? They said, oh, you haven't done anything. He wanted to engage you in a conversation. So I told him I'll get back to him. So that day, after parliamentary business, I have to drive all the way to Nanado's office. You know, he had a campaign office around Ridge behind Parliament. So I went and met him. I said, Mr. President, I've had an invitation from former President Rawlings. I wanted to ask for permission. He said, go, listen to him. Just go. And lo and behold, I met him.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. He's been yearning for me for a long time. Honorable Nia Mashiti, he was the mayor when I was the assembly member for Tema.
Right.
Municipal Assembly. He was the mayor for Tema at the time.
So at that time, when you met him, did you have any regrets for not joining the NDC?
I have no regrets. I love it naturally.
Okay.
Very organic. Except that I don't like the NDC. I love jamming naturally.
Why don't you like the NDC?
I don't like their style.
What style do they have?
And this boisterous, this booga thing, even though I'm that hard too, I don't like the way they do their things.
They do what? Booga.
Their booga life. And
But people too said the NPP did the same booga. People said the NPP did the same booga.
It's just that we can roll.
So the NPP never did booga?
Well, we might have done some one or two here and there, but the thing is a natural instinct.
If
you don't like something, you don't like it.
Okay, you don't like it.
I don't.
So it's not even.
I have good friends in there, very good friends in the NDC. Okay, just to tell you the story about my relationship with ex-President Rawlings. So that day, for about 2 hours with him.
That's nice.
He has been admiring my contribution, the way I speak in the media space, and he sees me more of nationalistic than partisan.
Okay.
And I should continue in the way I'm doing my things. He's pleading with me. I shouldn't insult people. I should be very respectful. He really admired my contribution and all that. So I kept going to him. And when I'm going there, I go there with fish. You know, showing.
Yeah.
And there's a gun there. You know, showing.
Yes.
You know, when they do party, those fish that they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ice chest, big do like that.
Oh,
he loves fish.
Honorable, you owe me a lot now because telling me this, I love fish too.
We'll get there.
So I hope tomorrow I'm getting my fish delivered.
We'll get there. So we bonded quickly.
Okay.
Recently, I met the former first lady and she complained to me, oh, now Papa is not around. You don't come to visit anymore. I felt shy. It means I have to go back and see my mom.
You do.
You know, and we got it very well. So when he lost his mom, I was there to send a book of condolence with Henry Korte. Zanato were there and other people. So naturally, I had that feeling and that love for the former president.
But at a point in time, did you feel the NPP betrayed you because you cited internal politics was the reason why you couldn't go back to Parliament?
It is not NPP at the national level, at the constituency level. They did that.
They betrayed you?
Very, 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 very hard. And some of these things, when it happens, is a learning curve. The fact that the sea has taken your relative away does not mean that you should not eat fish. The fact that you've been knocked down by a vehicle does not mean that you should not sit in the vehicle. It is part of what should happen, and that's happened. So I decided not to contest in the parliamentary elections anymore, just to focus on how to build my life, you know. So I went to contest for the national organizer and lost narrowly. That was where they saw my potential. Even at the time, people could not believe that I could make that votes.
Are you contesting again?
Yes, I'm going to run again, God willing.
And I believe you'll win this time.
God willing, with the support.
Yes, you will
with
win.
the support. You'll be my campaign manager.
I'm here for you.
Good.
Yes,
good,
just bring me fish.
I'll bring you fish. I'll bring you fish.
So you're running for what?
National organizer.
National organizer this time round.
Organizer.
That will be good. And I know you can do the job.
Yes.
But, you know, talking about you running for this, I want us to talk about the NPP party a little bit. There's supposed to be Akwatia by-elections. Instead of having elections, primary elections, to select or to elect somebody to represent the NPP has decided not to do that. Rather, they've selected an individual to represent. Now, again, looking at what happened to you, do you think that the NPP still hasn't learned their lessons and they're still going by what they want to go by?
Rosalind, it's not everything that is our elections. There's something we call consensus building. I had my national organizer yesterday on your sister station in Sempa. I think similar question was posed to him, and he said that the national leadership sent emissaries into the constituency to find out who they think will be the best candidate for their elections. And the delegates of MPP are only few. The larger people who would decide who should lead Akutia constituency is the constituents themselves. So they throw it back to them. These are the names that are coming up. Who do you think should be the best? And apparently, their constituency treasurer was the one they found favor. So there's going to be a constituency conference where they have to firm up the choice that they have picked for the election. So it is not that elections where these, that, but sometimes you sit back. We are mourning at the same time. We've lost a gem. A young parliamentarian was coming up, and coincidentally, or out of reasons nobody knows, has just passed on. So we don't need to do things that will raise, passions and all kinds of things that will bring some disunity and discomfort in the constituency.
So this is the right way to go.
For me, I think that the approach is good. Okay. That we all need to embrace.
And you think you secure the Akutia?
Hopefully we'll go there well.
Hopefully you will.
We'll go there well.
Honorable, as the Greater Accra Regional Minister, I was hoping you could make Accra the cleanest city in Ghana. It didn't happen. What happened?
Rosalie, my time was very short. I spent just about 8 to 9 months. 8 to 9 months. When I came, they've started Operation Clean Your Frontage. And the quarter did so well. But as a regional minister, you are only supervising the work of the various assemblies. If the assemblies are not doing their needful, that is the problem. I started looking at the Ramsar areas. My dear sister, in my politics, I'm not interested in money. I'm interested in the work. When you go to Wija, recently President Mahama was there, where a Chinese has used rocks, laterites, to fill the mangrove, and is pushing and pushing and pushing. When you go to the Dansoma stretch, the youth there also are pushing. All the rains from the hills, they find their way through these mangroves gradually, then they enter the Atlantic. The quest and the propensity for money in this country is what is killing us. People are selling these monies for $1 and put the money in their pocket, forgetting that their action are going to kill people. Should there be a heavy torrential rain?
But you served for 9 months. What did you do?
What did I do? I'm moving quickly. I warned the Chinese. I tasked the police to make sure they prevent anybody from doing that.
But Honorable, you're the same person that when what's that place called? The flower pot area was built, and these hawkers put their stands there. You went to destroy it, but you ended up paying somebody else to compensate the person.
I thought you allowed me to finish, because when you do that, you disturb my flow.
Sorry about that, but I just want...
So I'll come back.
My time, though.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
So you asked me, what did I do?
Yeah.
So quickly, I have to stop what was going on. But the sustenance of this action is the problem. I was at Ramsar around the Tema area and part of Sakmono to make sure people don't go right into the water. Yes, Ghana have signed an MOU with the UN and making sure that these birds come. But sometimes people need a place to put their heads. Recently, there was a demolition. And my tribes people in Nungwa, the priestesses and priests, they were all kinds of things, We could have done that in the human face. Because there was a scheme that was done by Henry Korte and the Tema West Methodist Assembly. Because you need to put roads, you need to put drains, where you put schools and all of that. But when those things were demolished, were not in the water. So I think that what they did was not the best. Okay. We need to make sure we do it well with a human face so that we're going forward. Then come back to the flower pot. I recall that day when His Excellency President Akufo-Addo commissioned that interchange. In my welcome address, I did state that I don't want that stretch to be turned into a trading place, kiosks, and all kinds of funny things there. And I warned them not to. So one morning, I've just dressed up about to leave the home. they had a call. A friend called me and said, Nikwate, I've sent you a video, just watch. This coconut seller has went there to park.
Less than 24 hours.
I said, so quickly I have to call the MCE for Lejakuku to come. So because I have a dispatch rider from Tema Community 12 where I live, it took me close to about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to get to the scene. When I got there, coconut seller is gone, and I met this banana seller. And quickly what I did, I have to break the table myself, which was unfortunate. We picked the banana to the other side. I called the lady and said, please, I'm pleading with you. I don't want anybody to be selling here. Because the moment we look at Circle, Dubai, the way they've turned the place, you see junkies, they've thrown rubbish all over the place. It's not well kept. I don't want us to repeat these things here. So that's why I pushed the lead. But upon sober reflections, some good friends, both sides, some bashed me, some praised me, because I wanted to instill that discipline there. You don't need to go there and create nuisance. So out of sympathy, there's a poor woman, a banana seller.
You gave her 5,000.
I went to look for her, apologized to her, and give her that 5,000.
Wasn't it because it was election year?
Oh, not at all. I'm a giver. Naturally, I'm a giver.
Yeah, giver. That's
I'm
nice.
a giver.
Unfortunately, like I said, my time will not favor us to go on and on and on.
I'm not charging you.
I know you are now charging, and I'm now charging too. But unfortunately, you know we've lost a legend, Daddy Lumba. Which of his songs can you sing?
Abiwaha.
Sing it for me.
Oh, that would be difficult.
Let's do Abiwaha. Oh,
Rosemary.
Honorable, let's go. Oh, Benjamin Day. Maybe so I'm into you. Benjamin Day. Maybe so I'm into you.
It's okay. So on Saturday, I went for a funeral in Accra. And in fact, the radio was on one of the stations and we were playing his song back to back. Then Sally said, may he so rest in peace. I got panicked. I said, what has happened? I never heard of his ailment. And we were told he's passed.
Yeah.
Daddy Lumba was an institution. Daddy Lumba was a household name. I mean, his act, his industry is such that even when you are angry among yourselves, and any of his songs is played, it can bring you together.
All right, Honorable, thank you so much. On that note, we have to go. And so I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that stayed and watched Prime Morning from 6 a.m. all the way till now. This afternoon, we have changes coming your way at exactly 1 p.m. We have Yao Burr coming in. We have Kweku Kwame coming in as well. So don't tune out at all because today is going to be amazing. Thank you all so much. I did this with Musbah, Razak Musbah, Etiedua Komia, and myself, Rosalind Felly. Thank you so much, Honorable Titus Glover, for spending your morning with us. Don't go anywhere. We are not going to play Abenwaha for us.
Really?
Yeah, but Abenwaha.
Only.
Yeah, but do you think we should give him a state burial?
I suggested that on Adom on Monday.
Okay.
And I think it is apt.
Okay.
It is very apt. It's not only politicians who should be given a state burial. People who have really paid their dues.
Okay.
Who has really developed this country in their industry. They need to be given a state burial.
All right.